Hey guys, hi everyone. I just want to make a very quick video. I want to test the warp function against the time stretch. Ever since the warp came out, I've always used the warp. I never used the time stretch after that. But I never actually compared the two. So I want to compare to see if there are any differences between the two. If there's any reason why I should use the time stretch instead of the warp. So we're just going to have a look at that. Obviously, TimeStretch, it processes the audio and it turns your sample into a new sample. And the warp is actually stretching your audio in real time. So the two stretch audio, that's what they do. But one processes the audio and the other one uses the power of your computer to actually process in real time. So it's always taking up some power from your CPU. So if you have a lot of audio being warped inside your MPC, you're actually taking a lot of power, a lot of processing power from your computer or your MPC Live. That's one of the reasons why you would time stretch instead of using warp. But I just really want to test between the two to see if there are any differences within the quality of the audio. Okay, so I have a drum loop, got a bass loop, I have some samples. That's a saxophone in here. Okay, so I have the BPM for each individual sample. Go into the program. I'm going to warp this one, warp, and warp the drums as well. Okay, so they're all warped to the BPM, and I've dropped the BPM to 30 BPM. Okay, so their original BPM, in this case, the drums is 79. Right, it's a pretty drastic change, but I want to compare those artifacts with the time stretch. So this is the bass. I'm actually surprised that there aren't that many artifacts. It's actually doing quite well. So this is the sample. I mean, it isn't all that bad, really. So let's compare this with the time stretch. So this is the warp. Let's go into the sample edit. Okay, so let's time stretch the drums. Process. Let's go here. Well, where is that? Time stretch. Here we go. So the original tempo, it's 79. That's right. Let me just adjust this to get it accurate. I want to go down to 30. Yep, that's it. Do it. Okay, so we have the drum loop right here. This one is time stretched, and then we're going to compare it with the warped one. Okay, warped. I mean, I don't hear that much difference between the two. It seems to me that the time stretched one is using the same algorithm within the preferences of the warp function. So if we go there, where's that general? So it seems that to me that they're using the same stretch algorithm. That's just me. I don't know what you guys think, but they sound pretty much the same. One more time, warped. They sound about the same. I thought there would be like a very drastic change, but if there is a change, if there's a difference, it's very, very minimal. Really, I'm doing this because I use warp a lot of the times. I'm warping a lot of sounds, and I just really wanted to know if I would gain anything by using time stretch instead of warp. And I don't see the point of using time stretch, but I'm going to test the other samples, the bass and the saxophone as well. All right, let's hear it. This is the time stretched. I'm actually quite surprised on how well it's time stretching this bass. This is the the warped base. Time stretched. Sorry, not this one, this one. Yeah, they sound exactly the same. I mean, there's no difference. As I said, they probably are using the same algorithm. You know, this might be just a dumb video, but in all honesty, I really wanted to know if there was any difference between the two. So just to finish this off, we got the this one. Let's hear the warped one first. All right, let's listen to the time stretched one. So that's number 4. And they sound the same, really. There's really nothing that you would stop using the warp instead of the time stretch just because of quality's sake. I mean, they sound exactly the same. As I said, probably the same algorithm is being used with the time stretch that's being used with the warp function. So that's it. Just a very quick video. This is one of the things that's been on my mind to try uh, since the warp came out, but I've just, sometimes you just skip it. But yeah, I decided to make a video on it. I hope it kind of helps you in any way, clears any doubts as it did for me. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care. Peace.